It's scheduled 3 2-minute rounds in the welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5 foot 8 inches tall, weighing in at 147.3 pounds. With a record of 2 wins, 2 losses. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, Hyena Muay Thai, Angel Izaguire. And his opponent standing 5 foot 8 inches tall, weighing in at 140.5 pounds. With a record of 6 wins and only 1 loss. Fighting out of the red corner, Cade Smith.
And here we go to get this card started. We got Hyena Muay Thai and Black Sheep Boxing going at it today. 147 pounds. Touch gloves and go to have fun. Straight for the leg off the blue. Good elbows, back and forth on the clinch.
Breathe, Cade, breathe. Establish something.
These guys got to make sure that they're controlling their breathing when they're in the clinch at all times.
Neck up, neck up.
Blue needs to take and kind of turn it. Yep, there he goes. He turn off of the ropes, show a little more, create the rooming, and so he can hit the elbows. Now, a lot of people don't realize when you're in a clinch, it sucks a lot of life out of you. So these boys might slow down a little bit right after clinching like this.
There we go.
Pound for pound, back and forth. So far, so good. Good clinch. A little bit of elbows, too, for Class B fighters, so looking good. Would like to see these guys a little less clinch to kind of give these judges something to kind of read a little bit. But they're looking good so far.
Look for sweep by.
Angel is staying pretty active with the, as I say, and he gets a little bit of sweep. Back to the clinch, straight from the ground. These boys are about to be tired in a little bit. Good solid knees back and forth. They're not picking around a little bit. It's like Angel's looking for the elbows a little bit more.
There we go.
Red's moving forward, putting some combinations together a little bit. And then Blue, of course, grabbing, wrapping up a little bit. Solid movement from both sides. A little more ring control from the Red. We got 10 seconds left. That one would be a little hard to read. Could have went either way. Blue was scoring a little bit more. There was a little bit more dominance on the Red side as far as like pushing away and keeping Blue on his back on the corner. So it could go either way on this one. I think it'd be a little bit rough on the judges. There wasn't a whole lot of punching and kicking as far as that round goes. But we'll see if these guys are going to move forward a little bit more. They both look like they won it pretty much. So we are going into round 2 and see what these boys got. This is our first time in San Antonio. We're coming here live. Going into round 2. That round could have went either way, I feel like. Please tell your friends and family to tune into clearlifemedia.com to check out the fights. Please repost and share. These guys are coming out banging right off the top. I guess some people have been told them to kind of stop clinching too much. Now here in Texas, a lot of times they like to see that aggressive movement. So Red's doing a lot of aggressive movement. Blue needs to kind of work forward a little bit more and get his back off the ropes. Good control in the clinch. Boys are back in the clinch again. They need to keep those legs nice and wide so that there isn't a whole lot of sweeping. So far, so good. They're both gotten pretty good half and half pretty much. The elbows are kind of there a little bit, but I don't think either of them have seen it too much. And that usually happens with the Class B fighters. But as the night goes on, it's going to start looking really good. Blue's got to get his back off those ropes a little bit.
Oh, good, good. Look at break and punch. Break and
I like to see them to break and fire a little bit more, but they tend to like to clinch there for some reason. That's perfectly fine with me.
One low, 3 low. Levi, stay active, just stay active.
A lot of action on this one.
Stay active, stay active. He's looking at the time, he's tired, he's tired.
Not much to say a whole lot right here. They're looking for the sweeps. Looks like the boys want to stay in the clinch. We'll see if they get tired a little bit and start to want to punch out and kick a little bit.
30
Good,
seconds.
solid elbow from Blue.
30
Solid elbow
seconds.
from
Hands,
Blue.
hands, hands.
10 seconds left to see if they dump their tanks. Solid elbow from Red. Get on that leg on Blue. Good rounds. I think if we could either way, I would give probably Red on the first, second Blue, and then I think on the third, we're going to see what kind of work they want to put together and how bad do they want it. I think they're making it pretty hard for the judges today, but boys are looking pretty solid. This is a awesome arena tonight with the WBC backing and everything else. Go and look for Clear Life Media. Please tell your friends and family. Repost, let them know to come check us out. We have a long line of fights tonight. We got a bunch of titles tonight. WBC title. It's gonna be a great night. We're just now getting started. Round 3. Let's see how bad these boys want it. All right, these boys are back to war in the third round. I think they went 1-1 right now, but we'll see what is the story right now. I think Red could be up a little bit. They came up pretty hard. It depends on how these judges are kind of scoring it. A lot of times in Texas, they like to see those hands, but in the first round, they did a lot of clinching. So I like to see the elbows. I like to see the full 9. Solid cross from Red. Solid cross from Red. Blue's backing up a little bit more than I would like him to see. Red's doing a good job with the control. It's a pretty good matched fight right now. Red's showing a little more dominance as far as like putting his weight on him, but Blue's not backing down and just firing right behind it, 1-1. Back to the clinch, making it real hard for these judges today.
Press in with your forehead if you can't break. Press on your forehead.
Solid movement, creating the angles on the Blue. Now Blue's trying to come forward a little bit more, setting good set knees in there.
Hands. Body head.
They're just back and forth trading. Very high-paced fight, very high-paced fight.
Pressure, pressure. Less than a minute.
If you notice, these guys are creating position, then they're throwing the knees. Instead of just bicycling, they're creating position, throwing the knees, and looking for right there where they need to be hitting the shots.
Face push. Face push. Face push.
10 seconds left to see who
Go to work.
lets the judges remember tonight. I would not really want to be the judge of this fight today. It's looking very good. I might give it to Red just simply because of aggression. As far as scoring back and forth, I feel like they scored back and forth, but not knowing the judges here, I would say that they're probably going to give it to Red as far as with just aggression alone. But there were solid hits from both sides. If you were sitting there scoring literally tit for tat, that would be a hard one unless you're sitting there with clickers, actually. So we're going to go to the decision. So excited to be here tonight with Dominion Muay Thai and WBC here in San Antonio, Texas. And we go to the scorecards.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. After the first bout, we got to go to the judges' scorecard for decisions. Judge Mendez scores about 29-28, Izaguire. Judge Calaora scores about 29-28, Smith. And Judge Elizondo scores about 30-27 for your winner by split decision out of the blue corner, and Izaguire.
Solid work tonight by the boys. Looks like Blue got pulled it off today. So they weren't going by aggression tonight by too much. They're going by scoring. So that's really good to know that they've been working on their scoring as far as like getting judges and different things. So solid work by both the guys tonight.